Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick. And there's problem one with the set. But today we have set number 4956. I guess for you to see the instructions, I should turn off my backup light. But this is called House, that's what the set's called, and this is the third and final part of the review for this set, as there are three separate individual models. This one is a pretty cool one. It's pretty unique amongst LEGO houses. There aren't many that are very similar in style to it, but there are at the same time some problems with it. And first off, minifig not included as always, or as usual with creator sets. But this thing keeps falling over. We're going to start by taking a look at the outside of the house, and then or the front of the house, and then we'll take a quick look at some of the other features. And this is a used set, as I mentioned, I think, in previous parts of the review, and those pieces like to fall apart. But in the front yard, first off, we have a mailbox, which is an interesting build. I do like how they kind of simulate the flag, but other than that, it's kind of not very mailboxy. Again, this path, which always looks nice, but it's very overused, at least in the first several years of creator sets, in particular. But it does, get slightly less common as the years go on. It doesn't go all the way up to the front. Moving over, you can see there's this little bush, which is a very similar build to the trees from the previous two models, and behind it there's some flower beds. So decent amount of foliage in the front yard. We'll take a look at the garage in a second, but I'm just looking at this little porch area. They do have a porch that kind of wraps around the side of the house. Actually, there's the rest of the side of the house, and there's a little path in the back. The back of the house, for the most part, is not going to be seen, just because it's not super great looking. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's not sticking on. Must have done something wrong. Alright, there we go. But I did apparently miss a piece when I was putting this together, because on I think there is a portion where there's a plate missing, and yeah, obviously I missed one of these, which I will repair while we continue. I missed just a 1x2 plate somewhere, but it is a little bit hard, as you can see, to get it to lie flat on the surface of the build. There we go. But you can see the back wall is very plain and empty. This here, there should be a 1x2 plate right there, which I guess I can put on right now. But it basically just has like a gray line going across it. We'll take a look at this side of the house while we're right here. It has this little plant growing along the side that tends to fall apart quite a bit, because these pieces don't attach very well. And then there's this little vent on the side of the garage, and there's also one on the other side of the garage right there. And there are gutters running around the roofs, but we'll take a look at the roof section separately in a moment. And obviously just a little bit of an interesting thing with this particular build is that there's kind of like a flat section going around the outside, and it doesn't have like a point to the roof. It kind of flattens out on top. But The garage door does open up like that. It is black and uses the big black plate as the base. It does pretty much close all the way. It can close too much though, because there's nothing in there stopping it in this build, which is a little bit odd. But the same weird thing happens with the driveway in this build as in most of the other builds. We use AFallMan's car mock to demonstrate this. It really just has these two little gray, lines going down. I think they could have improved this design as well very easily using just, these are all spare parts from this set right there. And you can take one of those and put it there, one of these, and then two of these right there. And then you can take out these 4 tiles right here. I mean, you don't have to. You can kind of take, 1x2 tiles, 1x1 tiles, kind of just make it all work. But what I would do to make this look just a bit better is go like that, and then put these 2 1x4 tiles there. And then you have kind of a nice little driveway. And I think that works just a bit better, in my personal opinion, and the car can still drive on it pretty easily. And usually you'd be using a 6-wide car anyway, or at least a 4-wide with wheels that extend out, so they aren't, in the middle 2 rows. But then you can get the car to fit right in there, and it's just a much better looking driveway in my opinion. But obviously, if you prefer the original design, you can go with that. I don't know why Lego used that original design with the gap in the middle. I think it was personally a little weird looking, and obviously there's a nice handle to the garage door and some cool tiles, which are nice to get on top of it. As far as the design of the house, I think it looks good. I really like this porch design, the way they do that, with these cool black fence pieces, which are always nice to get. And this is raised up a little, the whole platform, you can see. That's all raised up in there. We'll get a closer look at that in a second, but from the inside. But I do like how it has these arches, and then a little pole going down in the middle. It's an interesting build for that. And, I just kind of like it. And there you can see it's raised up off the ground. There's a gap there. And they do have a gutter going around above the entire top section of this kind of area. And, there we go. That's why it was kind of moving around. But the roof does come off. There's a whole gray tile layer. As you can see right here. Now that there's kind of less covering that up, we don't really need the extra light anymore. But you can see right in there, there is a 4 or a 3 wide, I guess 4 including the wall, porch there, which is cool. And you can fit your minifigs in there. It's kind of hard to get them like going this way, but you can easily have them like facing out towards the street, and we'll see what that looks like in a second. But first you can see the door with a little tan mat there. There's doorbell and a light, 2 windows, and the whole green floor. Another door over here to the garage, and you can see again that there's nothing there really, which is a little bit odd. But for the most part, I think that the layout of the house is nice, and then you can see the figure right there. But yeah, I think the house has a nice layout, and overall is pretty cool looking. Now we'll take a look at the roof now, separately. Now let's see. Pull the roof in. The roof build is obviously, I hate these leaves, can't stand them. But the roof build is very red looking. Red and white is basically all there is to the roof in terms of colors. It is not built to be a second floor, so that's the main reason for taking it off, to show you guys, to show that it's not a second floor. It is kind of just built to be a roof. These first several creator houses weren't designed so much to be houses. They were designed to be, like, they weren't designed to play, like, inside the houses. They were designed to look good from the outside. I do like how this roof section only wraps around the front and over the garage, and I have a separate roof going the other way. I think that looks nice. I like the two windows and how they have the roof kind of stick out this way. The chimney's a little odd, though, the way that they move it over by one stud. It would have been nice to have two slopes there. I think that would have looked nicer, just a little. But overall, cool design for the roof. And I personally really like the architectural design of this particular house. I think it looks nice, especially compared to some of the other Lego houses that we've gotten recently. There we go. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can see that's kind of, from a distance, what they look like when they're standing underneath there. It is a little dark, so that's kind of the other interesting thing you have to keep in mind if you're going to try and display them like that. But obviously it's not really designed to be minifigure scale, at least the garage is definitely not. It's not deep enough for a car that's much bigger than this. It is a little wider, though. Like if we put this car in here and push it back, it barely closes the garage. So that's kind of an issue. Or, I mean, I wouldn't call it an issue, but it's not perfect. So, yeah, you definitely got to keep that in mind. I forgot to brighten back up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This set I would definitely recommend as a display, like to put in a city or something. But if you just, I think it's not great for kids because kids would want to, have a second floor, have as many rooms as possible, be able to furnish the entire thing. So I think that's the big place that this set goes wrong. But it was their, one of their first few tries delving into the world of houses and creator sets. So it was kind of the start of a new sub-theme. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And definitely check out the other two parts if you guys are interested in this set. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye, guys.